Hi all, today I'm showing you how to make my grandma's southern pineapple cake. This is the cake that my mama has been going on about, that it was otherworldly and heavenly. I'd never made it before. I made it. It's absolutely delicious. You'll make it, you'll love it. Equipment and ingredients you'll need: a stand mixer, a liquid measuring cup and a fork, a shallow dish, a fine mesh strainer and measuring spoons, 2 spatulas and a 9x13 baking pan, a medium mixing bowl, a 1/4 cup and 1 cup measuring cups, 3 cups of white lily all-purpose flour, 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of vegetable oil, 1 cup of buttermilk, full fat, a 1/4 cup of sliced pineapple chunks, pan baking spray with flour, 4 cups of powdered sugar, 8 ounces of room temperature cream cheese, 2 sticks of softened butter, 2 cups of pineapple curd, 1½ teaspoons of vanilla paste or extract, ½ teaspoon of sea salt, and ½ teaspoon of baking soda. You'll need to preheat your oven to 325 degrees. So this is just the standard basic yellow cake that my grandma always made. It's 3 cups of white lily all-purpose flour, ½ teaspoon of baking soda, ½ teaspoon of kosher or sea salt, whatever you prefer. And we're going to sift everything together, and we're going to put it to the side, and then we're going to work on the wet ingredients for the batter. And it's just a softened stick of butter and 1 cup of vegetable oil, a neutral oil. And then we're going to add 2 cups of sugar, and you're going to beat it or mix it until it's very light and fluffy. You'll see, it looks really very light, very pale. And the oil, you'll find, is what really gives you a very moist cake, the mixture of butter and oil. As you can see, it's very light and fluffy in there. And now I'm just adding 1½ teaspoons of vanilla paste, and then I'm going to add 3 large eggs, one at a time, letting it incorporate each time before moving on. Then I add the buttermilk. And I'm going to add the flour and beat no more than 2 minutes. Usually less than that. You just don't want to overwork it, because anytime you work the flour and with the moisture, you're going to develop gluten. We want a tender cake. That's why we're also using oil. I think it's a tender cake, a moist tender cake. And now I'm just using my Pam baking spray. It's different than cooking spray because it has flour in it. It allows an easy release of any cake or any pie you have put in a dish. This is a 9x13 baking pan. I'm just pouring the batter into the greased 9x13 baking pan. You tap on the baking pan just to release any air bubbles, by the way. And I'm going to place it in the 325 preheated oven for 42 to 48 minutes. And then after it's done, bring it out. I'm going to do the poke test, and I'm going to poke channels all over the cake. And this is to allow the pineapple curd that I'm going to pour on top to go into the channels and give this incredible pineapple flavor throughout the cake. You'll see I'm just going all along. It took me a little moment to do it. You can see all the little holes in there. And now I'm just pouring 1 3/4 cup of pineapple curd on top of the cake, and I reserved a 1/4 cup for the frosting. And it just got into all the channels. It's just so delicious. It also makes the cake incredibly moist and tender. It's another layer of deliciousness. And now I'm just going to make my grandma's cream cheese frosting. It's 4 cups of powdered sugar. And always use room temperature butter and cream cheese, or you're never going to get it to be smooth. That's just a tip. I'm sure you've heard that other places, but it's really true if you want it to be smooth. And I don't add vanilla to the pineapple cream cheese frosting, because the fact that it has pineapple curd and it would just be distracting from the flavor of the pineapple. So I didn't use vanilla like I normally would. So I've just added the softened cream cheese, and now I'm going to add the softened butter. You can see how very soft it is. And this just allows it to have a very smooth frosting. Just whip until it's smooth. And now I'm adding a 1/4 cup of the pineapple curd. The video is linked below. I made it a couple weeks ago. Showed you how to do it. And it's really very good. It's good on toast. It's good on anything. Muffins, biscuits, you name it, it's good on it. Just another layer of flavor, I should say, of pineapple. And when you add the powdered sugar, go really slow. I'm about to add it, and I'm just whipping in the curd. And I think only one time you saw me in a rush, and I was like, oh, why did I turn it on fast? I know better. So I just lock it, and then I turn it on really, really slowly. And that way it doesn't fly everywhere, and it takes a moment, but it does get mixed in. And you don't need to add any milk or anything, because the pineapple curd already has moisture in it. So it's very smooth, as you can see here. And then I put it into the a storage container, because I wanted it to rest for a little bit. And what I meant by that is I poked all those channels into the cake, and I wanted time for the pineapple curd to get all the way in there and soak the cake, because I really wanted a very pineapple-y, delicious cake. So that's what I did. So now I'm just frosting the cake. I think this is like my 4th or 5th cake I've made for you all. And somebody was asking me why I do sheet pan so much. I do sheet pan so much because you can freeze them easily. And this was a tip I got from my cousin in Tennessee. She's like, why don't you just do it that way? And I'm like, what a good idea. She's a great cook. I mean, this woman is such an incredible Southern cook. If you haven't followed her yet, you should follow her. She's Helen Can't Imagine. She's like the nicest, kindest person I've ever met. She's just an incredible person. And I really love her a lot. So here I'm just making the frosting all pretty. And then I'm going to put slices of pineapple chunks on here. And I'm just going to fast forward through all this, because you don't need to see me put all these little individual pieces of pineapple that I cut up on top. I know I'm not the best at decorating. So if you're looking for tips on decorating, it's very homeschool, very down home. That's my method. I think it looks pretty, and it came out well. I'm very happy with the cake. And this is what it looks like. It was so delicious. To help our channel grow, we're asking everybody to please like, subscribe, and comment. Because of how the YouTube algorithm works, these factors are needed for us to get referred to new people, and we want to grow. We're hoping to get to 10,000 people or subscribers by the end of the year. Thank you. I post videos every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays on a variety of topics: cooking, baking, interior design, fashion, skincare, and sewing. We want to give a profound thank you for all of our new subscribers and all of our old subscribers and everybody just coming by and giving a little of your time to watch one of our little videos. We're so grateful. Thank you, thank you. Please stay cool. We know it's an incredibly blistering hot week, and please bring your pets inside. Make sure they've got water. It's so important. Be blessed.